Yeah.
You're afraid to touch it.
Unsyndicated presents What the Puck with Sean Baligian.
Hey, what is up? Glad you could join us. It's Saturday night. Really weird there's only one Game 7. Wouldn't you know it? Wouldn't you know it? Just torturing me. Mike, Hunter, Hubie, I'm glad that the thing's working. I can hear that the sound's working. That's a good thing. Round 2 starts tonight, Philly and Carolina. Let's start there. Let's start with Philly and Carolina. Philly's a great story. I know we all talked about it on the eve of the playoffs starting. Mike and I had talked about it a couple weeks beforehand. Got the boost, the youthful exuberance, their youth. I mean, Martone was outstanding in particular in the first round. It's been cute, Philly. They should run out of gas against Carolina, right?
I don't even think it's a running out of gas. I don't think they're that good. No. Pittsburgh laid an egg. I like Carolina and possibly another sweep. They
Ooh!
I go because they got that guy in net.
That guy.
MVP.
I will give you that. Like we've been making shade on that, but that he's played outstanding. He's played outstanding.
That guy has been pretty good. Maybe Wayne was right. That guy's been pretty good, right?
Maybe he does know a few things here or there.
Yeah, because Sean, now you and I were talking back and forth mid overtime. I go, Pittsburgh's all over, but Philly's going to get one shot. They're scoring. They're winning this game.
Yep.
They pulled Skinner. That's the problem.
Oh boy.
Do you want me to argue with you? I'm not. There's no way. There's no way I'm going to argue with you on that one. I think Edmonton. I see now. I did what the puck. So now what I have to do is I have to do off the air. Let me do this. You guys know how it works at the beginning. Can I say this about the Philadelphia game? And we were all talking about this that night. It was amazing to go from the pace and the speed of Montreal and Tampa to what we saw in that final game in Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. Yeah. It was night and day. It legitimately was like watching two great high school teams play each other in a peewee game after that. It was really, I don't think I'm being over exaggerated. No, it was that incredible. It really was.
But again, it's not hard to imagine that. Again, there's a lot of bad teams that got in. We've been talking about this. I mean, Philadelphia and these teams, Pittsburgh, even in themselves, they're not too far removed from the Red Wings. I mean, they're just not. They're at the same compete level.
They're the 7th and 8th seeds in a 1 through 8. I mean, I should tell you right there. Now, one thing I was laughing the other day, I was listening to Sean's boy Biz. And
it's over for me. It was fun. It was cute for a little while and everything. It's too much now. There, I said it. And I mean no disrespect. I called the kids games when he was in Saginaw. I've had enough. Okay, the bit's over for me. But go on.
I laughed because he was on Chicklets, one of the most recent one that came out. He goes, I was stunned by Anthony Mantha's lack of production. One of the other guys goes, I forgot how many playoff games he's played, 22 or something like that. He goes, he has 0 goals, 7 assists.
But someone's going to sign him. He's going to get paid. He's going to get a bag.
Pay him because of 33 goals.
Big boy goes up and down the boards.
I'm looking forward to it. And I'm so tired of people talking about how Mantha and Elmer came on and everything, and Elmer is averaging like half a point a game or whatever. And there was talk of benching him and everything. And okay, cool. Sounds good to me. All right, let me add one more. Round 2 begins. One big Game 7. Surprise of the playoffs so far. Is there one that jumps out to you? I don't want to say that anything made me drop my jaw, but is there anything that jumps out to you guys so far in these playoffs?
I'm going to go Anaheim.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got to be the
I-
Ducks. Yeah.
I picked them to win.
You did.
You did.
However, what they did and how they did it and how they stood out surprised me. I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a fight. So, I mean, maybe it wasn't even Anaheim, I'm saying, is a surprise. It was Edmonton. And the lack of
The
this
lack
wasn't
of-
there.
Hey, just they got Oilered in the playoffs. The Ducks power play was what the Oilers power play
Yeah.
is usually like.
Yeah. Hey, did you guys see Dreisaitl's comments? What
Yep.
Leon said today?
Yep.
Spot on.
Mhm.
They're going the opposite direction.
And basically, in 2 years, who knows where he'll be.
McDavid's gone.
Yep.
I mean,
Exactly.
we talked about it. Everybody knew what he was doing. We're going to give you one more chance, Edmonton. One more chance to see if this is going in the right direction. And then when he's 32 years old, probably at trade deadline, they'll work out something because he's not going to F them. There's no doubt about
No.
that. He'll say, "Guys, I want to go to a contender. You better make this happen because I'm leaving July 1st." And they'll find a way. But there's no way he's staying in Edmonton long term.
I threw it out there to you guys yesterday. Wouldn't you trade him now? I mean, you look at that.
Yeah,
The reason why I say
Yeah.
that is because you look at
Yeah.
the cap house that Bowman's in,
yeah.
especially looking at the defense because Wallman's deal of $7 million a year kicks in next year. They still got Jari on the books for another 3 years at 5.5.
Everybody and their brother in the Greater Toronto area thinks that you're eventually going to see McDavid and Austin together. I'm not so sure about that. But that would be here's the question, and I know Maple Leaf fan doesn't like to hear that. You know that Connor McDavid's going to be looking at a position where can I go that gives me a really good chance to win a Stanley Cup? And Toronto isn't that place.
No.
Toronto
No,
just
not
isn't that
even
place.
close.
Now, do I think they're as bad as they were this year? No, I don't.
Yeah.
They're not like the revenge factor next year. Florida's the revenge factor. That is the revenge tour, okay?
Mhm.
But honestly, would it surprise you if Toronto was fighting for a playoff spot next year? It wouldn't me.
No.
Wouldn't me.
I mean,
No,
we talked about the one. Sorry, Mike. We talked about the one broadcast. You go. Those two are going to go back up. Boston might come back down. Who knows? But then you got Detroit
Yeah,
down there.
Staying down.
it's not.
Yeah, I think Boston's closer to those losses that they got than any kind of wins that they had.
I'm going to say this for the 1,000th time in the last couple of years, Mike, to piggyback on what you just said. How Don Sweeney has been able to kick the can down the road for so many years is truly remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. They have been. Somebody's got great eyes. Is that in the background? Oh, that's funny. Cornstalker said, "Is your Christmas tree up already?" Okay, so basically, let me explain this to you, Cornstalker. We have a regular tree upstairs, like we do, the old-fashioned Christmas. Come on, let's jump in the car and get a Christmas tree. And then we have the artificial one down here, and it's basically the sports Christmas tree, right? And my son and I wanted to leave it up all year because it's got all our like sports ornaments on there. And wifey was like, absolutely not. That's not going to happen. So it got as far as the doorway to the closet, but it hasn't matriculated its way through the closet yet. So there you go. Good evening, hockey fans. Tom in London. The Maple Leaf have been saying for years that any free agent is coming there. Yeah, that's the absolute truth. I agree with you and I thought Edmonton would win that series. If you're Connor McDavid, let's talk about potential places you would like to go. All right. Tell me you wouldn't love to be a part of what Anaheim's doing. Tell me you wouldn't love to be a part of what San Jose's doing. Are you kidding me? Stay out in the West. Go to those California markets. Or you could, because San Jose, this just in, San Jose's loaded as well.
Mm-hmm.
Or could you imagine? How about going to a major American city? What about the Blackhawks? Like, I'm not being funny. What about Chicago?
No, I mean it's going to be good. Here's my question, and Hubie, you can chime in here because you're saying trade them now. Would you get more now, or would you get more at the trade deadline?
I believe it's the Dylan Larkin situation.
I could get more at the deadline.
Yep.
Because it's
wait, you get someone desperate, and
Yep.
you can
Desperation.
get someone
You
there.
can fleece them, yeah.
You can fleece them, and you know right there. I would rather, if I'm Connor McDavid, no, I'm going to someone that's in contention right there. Every year, it's proven you don't know from the summer to the playoffs what's going to happen.
See, but you know what? My mind is, Hubie, to what you were saying is this year, this next trade deadline. You know, before it gets to the end, we're a couple of years from now. If you're Edmonton, okay, guys, you know, we might be shopping this year, you know, and something like that. And obviously, this will be a situation where it sounds like it's going to work in the regard that both entities are going to be on the same page. But if you're Connor, that's what I'd say. Hey, guys, listen, this has got to work for both of us because I can walk away at the end of my contract, and you're going to be left holding nothing. And it was funny. I was talking about this at Woodward the other day. My buddy Maz was saying, "Do you shop Larkin this summer?" And I said, "No, you shop him next March. That's when you shop Larkin because you know I'll say it again. How many teams would kill to add Dylan Larkin as their second line center? My team would. I know that. He'd probably already get beaten the Lightning if he was there. But no, all jokes aside, then the best thing you hope for at that point in time is some kind of bidding war. You know, okay, so they're in on Larkin? Well, we're
Larkin's
in
on the market. See what we can get.
You put it out there though, right? I mean, 'cause you never know. Someone could call in the summer and say, "Hey, here's what I got. You might want it right now."
Johnny Stacks, I feel horrible for McDavid. Guy's the best player in the game, and he won't win. He's going to have to leave. He knows it. I think they know it. McDavid played with a broken foot. Yep, saw that. My Leafs are in shambles. We were just talking about him, Johnny Stacks. I'm not saying that they're a cup contender or anything like that. I don't think they are as bad as they were this year. This year, a lot of things came together, and it just didn't work this year. I think they'll take a step up next year, not like Florida. Florida's going to be a revenge tour. Mark my words, it's going to be a revenge tour. But which is woe be to the Red Wings again, because this division seems to have so many teams that are just going to keep going like this, right? Creeping up. Tampa, even John Cooper, I thought that was a great quote that you said, that John Cooper said last night. Eventually, guys, these opportunities are going to run out. Like, eventually they're going to run out. The initial descent will start. Maybe they're not there yet, but that series has been unbelievable. There's no doubt about that. Part of me died last night. There's no doubt about that. But, boy, you want to talk about bang for your buck. That series has been unbelievable. It really has.
It has been. Again, I think last night, me and you've had some conversations. The moment got a little too big for a few people, and some of your Habs have to step up, and not even step up; they need to grow up.
Numero tres.
They
Cole Caulfield.
They have to. A lot of them are getting bullied around, and kudos to Tampa. I don't think they hold a candle to Montreal, but their veteran play and their experience is taking over this series. And it's in a spot me and you didn't want to see it go. Mm-hmm. We both said if it goes 7, it's done.
You can't hope to beat Tampa 3 times in Tampa. You can't. I will say this, and this is I'm going to pat myself on the back as a guy who has been singing the praises about a certain goaltender for a year and a half now. I remember driving in the car with you from a game out in St. Clair Shores where I was telling you, you were watching. He was holding the phone for me, and I was telling Mike, this Dobush guy's legit. He is gone literally save for save with the best goalie in the game. Okay, He has. He's literally gone. Vasilevsky was otherworldly last night. I think he took it personal last night. I really, truly do, because so many people were saying he was being outplayed by Dobush. And he was until last night. I think Vasilevsky kind of took the power back last night. But listen, Game 7, I love what Marty St. Louis said. He said, you know what? It's destiny for our kids to get here. A lot of these guys haven't played in a Game 7. We got to go out there and embrace the moment. And that's the way you have to think about it.
That's the way you learn.
Yep.
I mean, You take lumps sometimes. Some years you take a lump, sometimes you don't.
Didn't really surprise me with Vazzy last night because the way that game-winning goal he gave up in Game 5
Mm-hmm.
didn't really surprise me how he played.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
doesn't he have great bounce back numbers?
Yes.
after a while?
Yes. Jim said, to be the man, you have to beat the man. Vasilevsky is the man. He's the best goalie in the game.
He's
He's
the best goalie in the game, but the problem that he's running is Dovish is the best tab on the ice right now. He's the most consistent, best tab, and if it's going to happen, it's going to be him. And I think he made that step. He became a man last night in that game. He was. I don't want to say toe for toe because Vasilevsky made some saves that got me out of my seat and throwing stuff.
That inside move that Ivan Demidov made in the third period, the inside out, I literally said to myself, he may have just gone through puberty. Because I have not seen that fight from him. You know, like I'm okay, forget the one-on-one. I'm going to have to beat 3 guys to get in on Vasilevsky. And that's the kind of shit. I told you, he pissed me off through the first 5 games. Where was he? And last night he was one of the best forwards on the ice. Caulfield's lost. There's no other way to say that. I love the guy. Named my dog after him. He's lost. And, we'll see what happens tomorrow night. For all the talk about, well, they want to make the first series competitive. Isn't it amazing that the only series is the number 3 versus the number 4? Because even Dallas, Minnesota didn't live up to advanced bill. But we all hit on that, didn't we? I wasn't falling for Dallas again. No way. I wasn't falling for Dallas again.
Wild.
No way.
There's another team I think that needs to retool a little bit. Dallas.
Yeah.
5-on-5, they just.
Well, the Robertson thing's going to be really interesting. Wow. That's going to be really interesting.
He's coming to Detroit, remember?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Who can forget? Watching Buffalo playing in the postseason just shows how far behind the Wings are. Tom, if you watch on a nightly basis, whether it be the gritty games or you watch the pace at which Tampa and Montreal has been playing, I cannot see the Red Wings anywhere in that stratosphere. I just can't.
Nope.
And I know they didn't miss the playoffs by much. Okay, can you see that? What part of the Red Wing game, like legitimately, would be called playoff worthy? What part of their game would be playoff worthy? Help me out. I'm serious.
None.
No, I don't. I don't see it. You saw that at the end of the year when it just got tight and tough. Not let alone in a playoff game. It got tight and tough. People trying to make the playoffs, they faded. Mm-hmm. They faded hard. They don't have that mentality. They would have been swept by anybody.
Let's see. Is Kosa's claim to fame going to be the guy the Wings took instead of Wallstedt?
Yep.
Listen, I don't know what that. Did you guys see who's starting for the Griffins? Anybody see who's starting for the Griffins?
Yep.
Anybody?
Yep.
I've said it for 2 years. I don't think they think as highly of him as the fan base thinks of him. I really don't. I don't think that he is thought of. I've made this comparison for a while. He is the Ben Bishop to Augustine's Vasilevsky, if he ever gets the opportunity to be Ben Bishop. Because that's a crazy thing. Now, he's this far down the road, and look where Trey is, right? Well, all things considered equal, let's play a game of pretend they're both in Grand Rapids next year, right? Although I do think Kosa will start the year here maybe as the backup. Well, what's to keep them from saying, no, we're going to bring Trey up now? What's to keep them from doing that? So I don't know if he'll ever get his opportunity to be the Ben Bishop, the guy before the guy. And we'll see. We'll see. He took a step back this year. He had great numbers. I'm not going to sit back and say, oh, yeah, I was watching the Griffins. I'm breaking down tape. I'm not saying any shit like that. But, I mean, at least he bounced back with the numbers. I'm not sure he's ever going to get that chance.
Not here.
Yeah, right. I don't know. Is this a 5-year rebuild for the Wings? 6. Boy, Jim, were you in on our conversation about 5 minutes before the show started? I think this is different than when he took over. And I'll tell you why I think it's different. And you guys tell me if you agree or disagree. because unlike when he took over, and this is not an excuse because it shouldn't have taken this long, there was nothing to build on here. Okay, there was nothing exceptional here. There was Dylan Larkin. And again, Dylan Larkin, heck of a player, second center, all that crap. There are pieces here. You have a Raymond. You have a Seider. You have let's see what happens with Casper. Evidently, he was dealing with some knee injury for a good part of the season. You knew something was wrong because I think we were all excited what this kid might be able to do this year. So I'm not going to say it's 5 years, Jim, because there are pieces to start with. Much like, I always use the example when he took over in Tampa, Hedman and Stamkos, or Montreal's rebuild that started after they went to the Cup. At least Suzuki and Caulfield were there. But you're looking at three years. Is that fair? 3 years?
At least.
I agree.
Just
Minimum 3 years.
Don't know, because again, they don't have to rebuild, but what they have to overhaul, what they have to bring in, is going to be major. I mean, it's a culture. They've got to change that culture.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they can do it. I don't know if they can do it. I don't know if the guys in charge can build that.
I mean, if you look at it, you got Larkin, Raymond, say DeBrincat, Casper.
But I wouldn't even. You're being nice.
I know.
I do think you're being nice.
Legitimately. I'll give you
I am
the
being
ghost
nice.
of Raymond. Who that guy is, I'll never know, because he's not who he was. But DeBrincat, that's it.
Yeah.
That
you got
really is it.
four forwards there. Okay. And you got what, 8 other guys to fill out, and who would any of these other teams want?
It's what I said. If everyone's talking about Augustine and Kosa, and you're 6 guys away from on your roster before you can even worry about your fucking goal.
And do you know what
got Finney. Okay, he's a rookie, but you never know.
If you're dependent on Finney, you're 5 to 7 years.
I'm not dependent on him.
Cute little story. I'm not saying he doesn't belong in the NHL, okay? I'm not. It'd be nice if he understood when you play the game of hockey, every now and again you got to get physical. Every now and again. Do you know what I do? Like Coach Hunter, you know what I do? This is just how my brain works. I like to think like chess, like 3 moves ahead. How DeBrincat will be DeBrincat 3 years from now. You know what I mean? Let's add 3 years of wear and tear on DeBrincat. Let's add 3 years of wear and tear on Dylan Larkin. How much of a factor are they going to be at that point in time? You know what I mean? So that's why I wonder when it's time to be good, well, how good are they? And I don't know the answer to that. I don't know the answer to that. How much tread will still be on the tires, so to speak.
They'll be on the downfall.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let me check. Kitchener seems to be rolling in the O. Yes. I thought Windsor was going to get right back in the series last night. And then Kitchener came from behind. Kosa will be traded. Trey will work with someone in GR. I'm with you. I'm with you. They just do not think that highly of Kosa. I've been consistent about it for 2 years. And I know what people said to me, oh, you're only saying them because of Spartan Dog and all that. No. That's what I heard. They're just not as high on him as I think a lot of people in the desirous media are. And I will say this again, and I know people get mad at me for saying this, but too damn bad. There were a lot of slapdicks that wrote a lot of checks for this group of Red Wing prospects, okay? And when you look at all the farm rankings from the last 3 years, guys, okay, how's that worked out? You've watched Anaheim go like this. You've watched the Habs go like this. You finally watched Buffalo go like this, who everybody's been drooling and jizzing over their youth the last 10 years. You saw San Jose go like this, and I'm telling you, you know who's next? I'm telling you right now, Blackhawks aren't far away. Blackhawks are not far away. There's and I know you know a guy on that in that front. They're not far away. I'm not saying that they're going to be ready to attack next year, but there's a lot of good talent in that system right now. There really is.
You got Utah too.
I missed with Utah, by the way. I thought that Utah would win that series.
That was
did-
another
it
good
did.
series.
Well,
How did
Vegas
they
held
let that
up
go?
for me. Now the Habs got to do
Well,
it
there's
tomorrow.
another. You got Utah's an
I'm going to be
expansion.
on the deck.
Utah's an expansion team. Here they are in the playoffs. Detroit.
No, they're not. They came from Phoenix.
Which in essence is an expansion team. Yeah.
I mean, that,
For
that
what,
was
Phoenix?
that was an AHL team.
Yeah.
Johnny said, why not trade Kosa while he still has a little value? I wonder how much value he has. And I'm not being funny. I really do.
No one's seen him except for anything in the AHL.
Do you want to take a chance on a young guy who looks to be the odd man out? I mean, the NHL is chock full of guys like that.
I'd take a chance, but you ain't getting shit from me.
No,
They know what I'm saying. That's I'm willing to jump on Kosa,
Very
but you're not
minimal.
going to get anything out. They have totally wasted
Yes.
that was it the 15th pick.
Well, Mike, what you're doing right now is, you're playing. That's my favorite UBD GM game. Stevie, baby. If this guy was worth a damn, you would have called him up. Forget 25-26. You would have called him up in 24-25. Don't think I don't remember when you called him up for one game and then promptly sent him back down. What do you expect me? Even if I loved the guy, I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna lie through my teeth to you. You're just not gonna get a lot for him.
Nope.
You have deep sixed his value. Legitimately, you have. You've deep sixed his value.
He's going to be stuck down at Grand Rapids for his career, and that's going to.
My boy JB, what is up, Jay Bizzle? He said, "Where's Maz invite?" I don't want to come there. All they're doing is talk about hockey. I want to watch Batman. Dark Twisted Minds think alike, Jim. Yes, indeed. McDavid, what team do you think next year? I'm thinking one of the West Coast teams. Brian, we were talking about that earlier. Trade deadline would be really interesting if they had the conversation next year. Because don't forget, there's still another year afterwards. But do you think about doing it maybe next year? Could you imagine plucking him down, no pun intended, with the Ducks or with San Jose? Macklin, Celebrini, and Connor McDavid. Okay. All right. Yeah, that'd be all right. I take that.
That'd be pretty good.
I take that.
It'd be good, but he's going to want to be very careful what he does and where he goes, because you don't want to get in another situation. And his contract's going to cause a situation at some point to where you can't get things in or people are hamstrung. And you better do your research on that franchise and that GM and make sure it's going the right way, or you are going to totally waste it.
Do you think that process has already started? Do you think he's thinking, okay,
Mhm.
I'm out of here. I'm going to start looking at this.
I
this,
think Draisaitl's
this,
comments
that.
yesterday were very telling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do. I think Draisaitl's comments
The
were
contract's very tough.
well, the contract.
Well, that too.
Everybody knows why he did that.
Yes.
You have one more chance.
Yeah.
You have and if you remember, I think it was Friedman said, this is actually a really smart thing because he bet on himself, because he knows the cap's going to be going up. He knows the money's still going to be there. He's only 32 at the end of the contract, which again, I think we all agree, he's not going to make the end of that contract. He's not.
No.
Edmonton would be, I know I'm not supposed to say this word, but I'm going to say it. Edmonton would be a retarded franchise if they let sorry, you can bitch at me, all right? They literally would be if they let this go all the way to him walking away July 1st for nothing. What? Sorry, okay? I know I shouldn't say it, but
I got a picture in my head.
I got a lot of pictures in my head.
But with Edmonton in particular.
Oh.
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 I didn't go there.
Oh,
went
no,
there.
you did.
I did not.
You brought it up.
I did not.
You opened the
I-
door.
I said the R word. I did.
I did.
Yeah, that's.
Oh.
We're done for the night.
Goodbye.
We'll see you guys.
You can't unsee it.
Oh no.
Oh,
I sure hope it's been 7 years. Guys, expansion teams build quicker. There is nobody in this market. not one person that I've heard from. Actually one, and I'm not going to say his name. Nobody's made excuses. Nobody. I don't think people in the franchise are making excuses anymore. You can't. Okay. The only guy in this market, and I told you what he said in a tweet, and I came oh so close. In my younger days, I used to have battles with people. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I don't have any time for it anymore. It's back to the R word. Okay, you're an R word, and I'm just not gonna. He said, Steve has done a good job of accumulating high-end talent. I read that and I started to type and I go, no, don't do it. Don't do it. How a human being could think that is unbeknownst to me. That has literally been, you guys correct me, nobody, even the slappiest people aren't making excuses for him right now. And I think that's very, very telling. It's very telling.
It has, over the last year, it's totally turned.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Totally turned. I was in a group text today and I think someone called himself out like, hey, I've been too nice. I've been too supportive. It's done. Like he was done. He was over it.
This is a really good comment, Jim. Seriously, this is a great comment. I'm going to read this comment. It's pretty clear that no GMs around the league are willing to deal with Yzerman anymore. Steve Yzerman in the past could deal from a position of strength because of the organizational depth in Tampa. He cannot deal from a position of strength anymore. So his much ballyhooed attention to detail and patience, he can't play that game anymore. He cannot do it. Remember, he waited out Druin. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Everybody thinks I should trade him. No, we own his rights. He waited. He found a sucker. Okay? And he dealt from a position of strength. He fleeced the Habs in that deal. It's a gosh damn train wreck deal. Okay? He can't do that right now. Because Steve's reputation is, I think this is what you're feeding me, Jim. Steve's reputation is, no, he's going to wait for you to blink. He's going to wind you down, and eventually he's going to get you to accept what he's offering. There's no position of strength now.
He is on the opposite end.
1,000%.
He is on the end of the guys he was trying to take advantage of, and he was waiting out. Everybody else that he's dealing with now has time that he does not have.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The only thing he has time is he's got a money tree that he can just go pick his contract off of.
Stevie's on his second or third rebuild already since taking over. Here's Johnny. You know what though? Here's the funny. Will he change his ways?
No.
You'll know if he changes his guys, he will be changing his ways. Until he changes his guys, you're going to get the same stuff again.
If he is stubborn, then they are the Detroit Pistons of the better part of 15 years. They're a hamster on a wheel. They aren't going anywhere.
They ain't going nowhere.
If he stays the course, if he sticks with the Yzer plan, they aren't going anywhere. They're stuck in purgatory. There's no other way to say that.
No, they're going to spin their wheels. They're going to do it again, and it's going to be the same looking team with the same looking guys that don't perform.
They do the same thing. Get close and then peter out at the end.
Gutless.
Soft.
Bitch Marner is bringing it for Vegas. Okay, it's kind of funny that he's scoring goals in big games. Are we allowed to say that?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny that he's doing that. Go Habs, go! Yes, Mark Beaufait. Sean, why are you so angry? You know why I'm angry. That's not nice. You above almost anybody else. Okay, with the exception of maybe him. You know why I'm so angry. And all I ask is for you to say it one time, and you won't do it for me. Just say it one time. That's all. I asked him. Just say, like the other day, he was talking about the Pistons. You know what I said to him? Hey, both our teams are playing tonight. They both wear blue blanc et rouge. If I say go Pistons, you'll say, and there were crickets chirping. And I go, will you just say it one time? Crickets chirp.
Still.
Please, Mark, just say it one time. Say it one time. Never. That's what he said. Mark, please, I'm begging you. And I know you don't like Tampa. You told me you don't like Tampa. Just type the words on the screen.
You know he's saying
Go Habs, go. Just one time. Type it one time. I need it now more than ever.
Talk him off the ledge, Mark. Send it. Come on.
One time. I will screenshot that and send that to the rest of my days. Sean, the problem is the Wings are in the middle. They don't get top-end players at top draft like Bedard, Celebrini, Anaheim, etc. 100%. It's purgatory.
Yeah.
It is. It's the Wings are in NHL purgatory right now. I'm happy to see the success that Lion is having. I still can't believe it. I got nothing. And Unka Lunka.
Oh, boy. But again, Lion is who he is. It's just like anybody else that Red Wing fan wants to ooh and ah about that was here and we should have never. You suck. And when those guys are on their team, your team, you suck. When they go to good teams, good organizations with good players, they do well. A lot of people. Mantha. I mean, Soderblom's doing his job all of a sudden. Lion, anybody. It just happens when you're on a better team and a good organization. They're NHL players. They can play.
Can I talk about Tarasenko for a second? Because this falls exactly in line with what we said 2 years ago, okay? The problem with bringing Tarasenko in here was asking him something he is no longer.
No.
Okay, we're going to fire you on the second line. He is not a second-line player, and it hasn't been for years. Minnesota put him down on the third line. There are no expectations on the third line. He's going to produce some. But when you're constantly asking guys to be something that they're not, then, here we are. This is perfect. Now, listen to the timing of this. Are you ready? Just pay attention to this, okay? No, these are back-to-back comments, okay?
Paying attention.
And Mark, I hope you're still in the chat, okay? Brian said, remember San Jose as a cursed franchise. Thornton, Marlowe, Carlson, they waste talent. I'll throw one more name out there. Mark Beaufait. They wasted the talent of Mark Beaufait. How's that? Constantine, anytime, any place. And look who responded next. Beaufait. There is also, why would anyone waive no trade to come to Detroit or sign there as Beaufait? Go Pistons. You are so mean to me. Do you ever get tired of being mean to me? Ever? I'm in my darkest moment right now, okay? My family's literally worried about my health and well-being.
Go Pistons.
There is also, why would anybody waive no trade to come to Detroit or sign there as a free agent? You tell me.
Well, hey, look, I offered, remember we were here. I asked Steve to give us a call. We would barbecue here first during the day. We would entertain. Then we'd go to Como's for some gluten-free pizza, and we'd show them the town. It's not because of hockey. It's because of and no one's coming here for our barbecue and Como's pizza. I'm sorry. There's no reason to come here.
If you are, who do you want to attract right now? You in a perfect world, you want to attract, and I'm just going to throw his name out there, McDavid. You want to attract a guy that you know what? I'd like a paycheck, but most importantly, I'd really like a good crack at a cup, right? There's no reason to come to Detroit.
No.
Okay. Now, if you're all about the money, all right, Detroit is in a position right now where maybe they could go over the top on somebody, okay? But how many guys in the National Hockey League, I'm serious, and this is what makes the game of hockey so great, are all about the money? There aren't many. There are not many out there that are about the money.
No. Here's the thing, though. You look at the guys, that's who we're attracting. That's who's going to sign.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom six plugs.
Yeah.
That you're going to overpay for still.
Or you're going to sign some guy who had a career year.
Heartless.
You're going to sign a guy who had a career
Gutless.
year and expected.
Oh, did he say?
Uh-oh.
He will never live that down. I will send that to him.
Oh boy!
I will send that to him. I will send that to him on the day that I die. I will send that to him.
Have it auto send.
I'm going to send it.
now.
I'm going to send it to his brother too.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
They're both getting that message. They're both getting his brother. By the way, he coached a kid by the name of Lane Hudson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brian coached a guy by the name of Lane Hudson. So, I sent that to him. That will live in infamy for the rest of my days. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you. I would rather watch 20-year-old episodes of Coach's Corner than watch the Hurricanes. You know what? I like the makeup of the team. I think that Rod's done a fantastic job there. I'm going to sound like a broken record for the last decade. They don't have a goalie. I'm sorry you can't put your faith in Freddie Anderson. You just can't put your faith in Freddie Anderson.
Especially now, it's past first.
Right. You can't do it. I now, do I think that they're going to end up in the conference finals again? I do. I think they'll beat Philly. But Buffalo or another team would probably beat them in the conference final.
Yes. And again, what we're going to run into is when Montreal wins, it's exactly what you said. How tough that series was is really to the advantage of Buffalo.
1,000%.
It's totally.
That's why, like, I said Habs in 6, and then I said Buffalo beat the Habs because whoever comes out of that series, including Tampa, they've been beat to shit. They have. They've been beat to shit. That series. It was funny hearing John Cooper talk about it last night. Because here's a guy that's seen so many great series, and he goes, "This is one of the best series I've ever been involved in," and it's been incredible. All the overtime, the 1-goal games. It's incredible. It really is. Griffins on their way to a first-round exit, lost 1-0 to Manitoba this afternoon. I could be a smartass right now, but I'm not going to. I thought for sure with all those 28 and 29-year-old prospects that they would be really good to go come playoff time. Guys, this fan base still thinks everyone wants to come to Detroit. It's been a long time since we were good. Too much arrogance. Steve hires his buddy. I think that people are starting to get it, at least the people that I talk to, because I can't tell you, Johnny Stacks, how many times I've said those words. And I don't say that like with spite. Why are you laughing? I know, it's great. It's great.
It's unbelievable. I need to know what's wrong with this kid. He was running around with a box fan on a fan box on his head.
Yeah, I can tell you what's right. He wants to go to Solid Oak or whatever it's called. He wants to make some sausages.
Mama, you take me to Solid Oak where you work.
Dude, if you guys haven't been to Solid Oak in Dearborn, that's what. Yeah, we haven't. We kind of buried the lead, didn't we? So today we had hot Italian from Solid Oak. We had those unbelievable jalapeno and cheddar from Sam's Club. Don't sleep on Sam's Club. I'm not joking. Then I got this bacon and white cheddar sausage, which was good. Yeah. It was, and then we did some jerk wings and some lemon wings with Montreal seasoning on it.
I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
See what you did there.
Mark, when are you coming over, by the way? Yeah, like I told you, you can write the menu. You can, if you grace us with your presence, you can legitimately write the menu.
And we'll take him to a Tiger.
Well, that's the hook. He loves the Tigers.
Tigers, yeah.
So, Johnny, getting back to your point, though, every chance I get, I say, why would you want to come to Detroit? And I think when the reality hits people, I think slowly people are understanding the position that this franchise is sadly in right now. And it is, they're not awful. They're not going to finish, in lottery land. And they're not good enough to punch a ticket in the playoff, especially when you're playing in the toughest division in hockey. And I don't think that can be debated. Nobody wants to debate that, right?
And getting tougher.
Yeah. If McJesus is a blue shirt, how much endorsement money does he make? He's got the personality of a wall. Let's get that out of the way. But it's New York. He'd probably get a shitload, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. In New York. Oh, yeah. Well, I'd puke out my. I've always liked McDavid, and if he went to Rangers, I'd have to stop liking him. Our buddy Matt. What's up, fellas? I think we need to bring back baby Habs fan back. What are your thoughts? Do you remember? Did you guys ever see that video of he turned one of my rants on Maple Leaf into the baby doing it. Not again, Maple Leaf. Geno Malkin. It's got to be done, right? You think he's going to come back?
The only thing
He's going to be 40.
The only thing I heard is he's going to play his last year with Obi.
Look at Buffet. I knew that was
It
coming.
wasn't me. Stacy
wasn't
said
me.
that. Shout out to Stacy. Thank you, Stacy. At least one buffet cares about my health and
Hey,
well-being.
but it's got Mark's name on it, so
Oh yeah, that'll last forever. That's
Yeah.
going to last forever. How long does a supercar last on Detroit roads? All right. Pistons talk Monday morning in the news studio. Was that unbelievable last night? That Piston, they were down 60 to
22
38 at
22
halftime.
at
They
halftime.
played yesterday.
How can Orlando miss 23 shots in a row? Yeah, that's crazy.
Buffalo fans are so damn awesome. Love watching the videos of them coming on in rollerblades. That's the one thing I would love nothing more for that plaza to be packed. And I always say it's like the Red Mile and everything. But you watch like what's happening in Buffalo, and that picture I sent you guys yesterday of Montreal,
Yeah.
where as far as the eye could see,
Oh, it was
the width and the length, all the people in the red Habs jerseys, it's unbelievable.
But do you think like it even got to the crowd? Like they were uptight because they didn't lay as much as I thought they did. I thought they sat on their hands a lot more. When they were loud, it was outrageous. The beginning during the anthem, I thought Hudson was going to shit himself. That picture they had of him, he was just going.
Well, did you see like Suzuki was kind of shaking?
Yeah,
Like I don't know if it was nervousness or if it was let's go-ness. You know what I mean?
The looks on
Probably
their
a little bit of
faces
both.
told me. No, the looks on their face was pure terror.
How about
Like, it got too big for.
how
them.
about our guy Knuckles and Island walking in? How cool was that?
Yeah.
I had to tweet at him. Legitimately I had to tweet at him. Sean, when are Mike and I coming over? He's at the Tiger game tonight. He was taunting me by saying he's at the Tiger game tonight. But yeah, you're definitely coming over. CBC doesn't have the game tonight. What a crock of crap that is.
Great. We have to watch ABC.
Are you serious? Just
No.
don't.
Juliana and the Medicine Fish?
Do you want to watch it?
Yes,
I love this
we, just
episode.
watched, we just watched something.
We really did. We
It was
really did.
unbelievable. It took an hour till it got to me, but it got
It
to me.
was the
So here they're showing the second round matchups. Obviously, the one we'll know tomorrow. But of those three, I already know the one we're going to be watching. You guys don't like. But how about the two in the West?
I absolutely love the Colorado series. Absolutely. I mean, you think about poor Minnesota. Minnesota had to play 2 and then 1 in the first 2 rounds. And look, I think that Colorado's the team to beat. I think they've been the team to beat since the season started. I think the team that maybe could give them their best push is Minnesota. Legit.
I think it's the only team in the NHL that can beat them. My opinion.
Not even another team that you're really high on?
I think they can beat Vegas. That's why I got them.
I remember
That's
that.
why I think that I they can beat Vegas, but it doesn't matter who it is. If the Habs get there, that is going to be their journey. And I've said it multiple. Like I took Vegas to win, obviously on the show here, but my biggest ticket is just the Habs. I took that ticket. I don't. I think. Do I think they could skate with them? 100%. Do I think they can play with them? I don't think they can. If that makes sense to anybody, and especially with the again, you see how they're dealing with the veteran Tampa Bay team.
Yeah.
That Colorado team is just as veteran and just as hungry.
So are we all taking Colorado in that series?
Well,
yeah.
no.
You're taking Minnesota.
I'm taking Minnesota.
Okay.
Do I said they're the only team I think
I need a
that-
drink. Talk amongst yourselves.
I-
Anybody want a drink?
I'm good.
Water.
Yeah, I'll take
I think
wanna do it? All right.
that they're the only team in the NHL that could beat them. I think they've got the defense. I think they've got the speed and the skill. Goaltending would be my question, but it's the same question on
The
Colorado.
experience?
Yeah.
Colorado's end too. The experience is what we'd give it, but if there's anyone that could do it, I think Minnesota can. Hence, I laid a ticket on them. I've got a nice one on them. So you're Colorado, or
Yeah, I got Colorado.
all right,
Colorado.
Colorado. Okay, now let's go to what Vegas, Anaheim.
Vegas and
Anaheim.
that is a series I want.
Anaheim.
Both these series in the West are going to be great.
Yes,
I'm with
I
him.
have
The Ducks.
Vegas. Obviously, the Vegas was my pick.
Yeah.
I don't know how they beat Utah. Utah was the better team in that series. Most games taken out, obviously last night's game. I don't see how they beat Anaheim. The way Anaheim played against Edmonton and how I saw Utah struggle with the speed and skill. I saw Vegas struggle with Utah's speed and skill.
Yeah. Agree.
All right, I'm making a deal right now with Buffet.
I love it.
He's agreed to our terms. He said, "Damn it, I'm going to kill Stacy." No, you're not. That woman is a saint. All right, let's do this. Barbecue in June and Tiger game. All right, and I made him a deal.
All right.
When McCarty and possibly Osgood are over, then yes, deal.
We'll do that. And then when we're at the game, we're getting a beef short rib.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting the triple threat with the hot dog, gluten-free bun, chips and nacho cheese, and popcorn. Yeah. And you know what else they have at Tiger Stadium?
Gluten-free beer.
They do not,
Oh.
dicks. They do have gluten-free chicken fingers and fries. I will get those too.
Oh.
I'm going to eat so
There you
much.
go.
Mike came in. We were just thinking about that.
Hold on. Gosh, I'm glad you guys are chatting tonight. This is fun. So Anaheim, Vegas.
Yes, I don't know how they beat them, but yes, I have to. I can't go back.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Carolina.
Carolina in 3.
And then Tampa and Buffalo. Tampa or Buffalo?
I'm going to go Tampa.
He's going Tampa. Tampa or Buffalo?
Buffalo.
I'm going Buffalo too. Tampa or Buffalo?
Montreal.
Why did you do it to me?
Because I said the winner.
Why did you do it to me?
Winner of Tampa Montreal is going to the Cup final. I said.
I just don't know how much either of those two teams are going to have left for Buffalo. That's my problem.
Young Justin put down a considerable bet on a Minnesota-Montreal final. Did you know that?
Yeah, I like
Wow.
it.
He
I
put
like
down.
it.
Yeah, he put down a considerable
You know,
bet.
mine
on that.
is Vegas, Montreal, but I do have a in hand Minnesota.
All right, let me try to scroll down.
Interesting.
If
Guys, Tigers bullpen is getting exposed and injured quickly. It's awful.
Best just went down.
Wedgwood has been money. I love it. That makes me so happy. What a great kid. I swear to God, Wedge is just a great kid. Tom said Buffalo over Tampa. Jim said Tampa. The man is the man until he isn't. Tom said Flyer over the Hurricane. All right.
Wow.
Well, it's Freddie Anderson. Freddie Anderson or that guy?
That guy, yeah.
Freddie Anderson doesn't go stale till he goes stale. And it's not going to be against the Philadelphia team. I don't think it's in the second. It's coming. I mean, his overall playoff numbers aren't that bad because of how well he plays early in the playoffs. It's when it starts to get a little bit later. But Carolina, I mean, Philadelphia is going to get what, 20 shots at most a night on Freddie. They're going to get dominated. This is a veteran Hurricanes team. I literally think it's a sweep. And I have a very nice bet today that would say that's going to be a rout tonight.
A sweep?
I think so. Philadelphia's got nothing.
That guy will steal a game.
That's a lie. That's a lie. They've got
they-
nothing that tells me that they're going to beat this team.
Youthful kids.
Yes.
Youthful
And
exuberance.
I like what Martone's done coming in. Zegras is reinvigorated his career. Forrester, Konechny's an asshole. I love the team. Darth Vader's having a great
Who?
run. Darth Vader.
That guy.
That guy. MVP is having a great run. But again, it's nothing that I can say, you know what, I can see these guys. I just can't. If it was Anaheim, I think has that star potential. Quenneville behind the net, behind the bench. But anyways, it's not where. I could see Carolina totally.
This isn't a Philly team, though. You know what I mean? There's no Broad Street bully emphasis to this team, you know?
They're dickish.
there's a difference, I think,
Yes.
between
Difference
dickish.
between
and
that.
tough.
Yeah, yeah. Don't get me wrong.
No, I got you.
Yeah, I'll
I
take
got
I'll
you.
take
Yeah,
being
oh,
a
yeah.
dick too.
Especially now in the game nowadays. You don't need that physical guy. You're not going to have. You just need to be a dick, and you need to check. You need to play physical.
I
Okay.
need the grit.
All right. So game 7 tomorrow. What game 7? I swear to God, this series has taken 10 years off my life.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about this. I'm starting to get
6
texts.
o'clock tomorrow.
If you have Xfinity, you're not getting this game. It's not on CBC, and Xfinity's boycotting ABC.
Oh wow.
So at home I wouldn't be watching this game if I was not here.
Oh no shit,
No
really?
shit. So I'll be here for every ABC game.
Okay, that sounds good.
Why are they boycotting?
Contract.
You see more and more of that today, man. Remember Fox did it the 1 year we my kid and I had to go to B-Dubs to catch, was it the Utah Florida game? We went to the Utah Florida game because they had there was something with ESPN. It was like the first Thursday night game, and it was like, so like I said to my kid, I go, I'm dying. I have to watch this game. So we blew up to Utah because they had like the little stupid satellite or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So they found it on like one of the local things. And because I called them ahead of time, I was like, do you guys have the Utah Florida game? And he was like, yeah, you're about the 10,000th person that called. And the place was legitimately packed.
Yeah.
And we watched the Utah Florida game like on a Thursday night. You know, wow, twist my arm to go to B-Dubs to watch
Oh,
it.
yeah.
The,
you know?
the great thing about it is Xfinity sends out this stuff about how they care about us.
I know.
It's for us
so
that
nice,
they're
man.
doing this, and know what they're
Yes.
going to do, just like they did with FanDuel. They're when it comes back, I won't have it, and I'm going to call and say, I thought you guys said. He goes, well, yeah, you have to up your package $30 a month to get it.
Yeah. It's all about the money.
It's all about me though right now.
Yeah.
See, that's the only thing that sucks, like with this bundle package thing that I have. You know, I get all the games, which is awesome. You know, I get to watch every Habs game, but I wish they did it during the playoffs too, where you could get like the local. But nobody does the local broadcast. It's not like Ken and Mickey are doing games locally and everything. You know, it's always like in Canada, it's the Sportsnet guys get it as opposed to like the local guys, and it's not the same. The one guy's Unebu is not the same as the other guy's Unebu. There's a big differences in Unebus, you know. I'm happy to see Corey Hart making the most of his second chance. Here. I think we'd all agree with that. Guys, Pistons game isn't on Xfinity Customer 2. Oh my gosh, yeah. Because that's an ABC game tomorrow. So here you have game 7 of Pistons. Oh, people are going to lose their shit
On ABC.
Yeah, I'm so tired of this Amazon Prime and Apple TV shit. It isn't going anywhere. It's only going to get worse.
Oh, yeah.
It's only going to get worse.
It costs. What do they say now for someone to watch all the games in the NFL? It's like $3,000.
Have any of you guys ever been to a game in Raleigh?
No.
I've seen a few there. It's unbelievable. It really, it's a really cool atmosphere, and the parking lot is just prime for like good tailgating, and you have NC State Stadium right next to it. Obviously I've done games there, and I saw games there anyway, but it's a really cool place. That's one place, and I think the fact that they've been consistently good helps, but that's one place where you put hockey in a market where you didn't expect it to work, where it's working.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think the team's success has a lot to do with that, in fairness, okay?
Yes.
But it's definitely worked down there. Use your digital antennas, kids. Broadcast is free. Do you guys know about all those cheat codes? Do you guys how you can get like free? Because like my kids, like Jack's the same way. Like Ben said, Jack's like, Dad, you can go to there's some magic site that you go to where you can watch games for free, like pirate the feeds and things like that. Yeah, I don't know the first thing about it though. I don't know the first thing about it. All right, so that's going to do it. We're all taking. Let's go over it real quick. These three, Hubie, Coach, myself, we're all taking Colorado. He's taking Minnesota. Then the other one, Ducks, Vegas. You're just trying to be different, aren't you? Are you trying to be different? Then Carolina. All four of us are taking Carolina. And then Tampa. Who did you take? Buffalo? Buffalo, Montreal. I hope you're right.
I know.
I pray to God.
I know you
I
do.
pray. Beating Tampa 3 times in Tampa. Oh, my gosh. I would throw eggs at Kucherov. All right, you guys, enjoy the game. We'll talk soon. Until then, happy hockey to you, okay? Bye.
See ya.
No, really.
What the Puck with Sean Baligian. Executive produced by Sean Baligian and Todd Losey. Theme song, incidental music, and related sound effects are from Always Pushing Forward by Elliot Middleton. Engineering, mixing, and graphic design support provided by the Unsyndicated Podcast team. Don't forget to like and subscribe on all your favorite channels. While you're there, be sure to rate and review the podcast. Got something to say to Sean? Call the Unsyndicated hotline at 248-237-3257.